So, one of your opponents recently attacked your academic records, saying, quote, if you spent half as much time studying as you do playing online poker, you'd be...
Online poker is a real sport, and I actually win money through it, so I don't know what he's talking about because I'm pretty sure he probably has less money than I do. But that's beside the point, because my private transcripts are just that. They're private, and no one should be looking at them. I don't even want to continue. And, like, academics, is that even a campaign issue? I feel like that's not even an issue, because, like, freaking Richard Nixon, who was the president of the United States, had straight D's, and he was the president. Like, who cares about my transcripts? I think you're just making this all... Anyways.
Okay, wait. So, you want me to put on record that you're taking nods from Richard Nixon?
You're taking nods from Richard Nixon?
Are you mocking me?
Lying media. I said one thing about Richard Nixon. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I want to be like Richard Nixon. No, okay. You're just... I'm a great guy. I'm a good guy. I might be probably one of the nicest, friendliest, smartest people you will ever meet. But people like you try to distort that. People like my opponents try to say, oh, he's a bad student, but in reality, okay, I'll give them that. Like, maybe I don't turn stuff on time. Maybe I'm not the best speaker. Maybe I don't have the best policies. Maybe I'm not the best interviewer. Maybe I'm not the best candidate. But I'm still the best candidate.
Okay then, how would you characterize the level of student support that your campaign's been garnering so far?
I'll admit we've had a rough start. It's been rough. We don't have a lot of people talking about us, but I think that people like an underdog. And once they see that I'm an underdog, and once they realize that an underdog actually exists, I think we're going to have people flocking to this campaign. I think we're going to have people rallying behind us.
And, how many people do you have staffing your campaign right now?
I'm glad you asked that because, well, actually, it's just me. It's just me, but I have a brother and he lives in Omaha, which is in Nebraska. He's a pig farm. But he has this LaserJet printer, and he doesn't have any ink for it, but he says if I buy the ink, and if I buy the paper and mail it to him and pay the shipping or whatever, that he will print me these fantastic posters that he can design. So I would count that as a supporter. And I'd also like to point out, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's this thing called Valentine's Day grams that only, attractive, cool people like me get, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But I got a Valentine's Day gram, and I would like to think it's from a really hot chick. A hot chick who would probably not only vote for me, but support me, and maybe something more.
Kennedy, 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 for me. Kennedy, 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 Kennedy.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through, but not so doggone seasoned that he won't try something new? A man who's old enough to know
And young enough to do.
well, it's up to you, it's up to you. It's strictly up to you.
But it's Kennedy, 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 for me. Kennedy, 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 Kennedy.
Do you want a man with spirit who is not afraid to fight?
A man whose record shows that he will fight for what is right.
A loyal man who'll bring the job a fresh new point of view? Well, it's up to you, it's up to you. It's strictly up to you.
'Cause it's Kennedy, 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 Kennedy.
Is the camera rolling, Mary? Is the camera freaking roll? Okay. So tonight's the big night. The big kahuna, like they call it in Vegas. It's the debate. I am so totally pumped. So right now I kind of feel like, Rocky in Rocky 2 when he's about to fight Muhammad Ali and he's all like, "Bow, bam, what's your stance on the USA?" And I'll just be like, "Bam," and they'll be like, "Oh, you're so great." Because nothing brings people together like a good kumbaya moment, a good song. I brought my guitar to the debate, the classic Babe Slayer as I call it. I think the cool thing, and I'll probably bring this up at least once in the debate, is I never took any lessons. Not a single lesson. I don't like to brag, but Jimi Hendrix is someone who's often brought up in the same conversation as me. I mean, check this out. What I like to call my secret weapon. I mean, sometimes people deride this as a vomit bag, but this is way, way more than that, right? get up in front of crowds, I tend to get a little nauseous, and sometimes my stomach starts to feel like a bit like Krakatoa. But this puppy, you just gotta. There was this one girl that I was giving a presentation in English class, and I thought it was going well, and I just hurled all over the front row, and the person right in front of me was this really, really hot girl, and the worst part was, I think she was really into me. Well, wish me luck. I am ready to frickin' kill this thing.